It has been 10 years since Indonesia declared its ambition to keep and process nickel within the country to build an end-to-end electric vehicle value chain. Has the industrial goal been achieved? No. What we get instead is rising ecological damages and human rights violations. The lives of indigenous people in Indonesia have become a nightmare. They can no longer fish or farm. Those who live near rivers no longer have access to fresh water. Deforestation is widening, causing devastating biodiversity losses. According to Climate Rights International, more than 5,300 hectares of forests have been cleared within nickel mining concession on Halmahera, North Maluku. And that is only in one province. CRI pushes for every stakeholder involved in the supply chain of the nickel industry to be accountable for their actions.
We need to have a rethinking of how the industry is managed. So ensuring that local communities are part of any sort of decision is also really critical, and making sure that companies are held accountable in cases where they are disproportionately impacting the local environment.
The Indonesian government needs to strengthen regulation and amend problematic laws to minimize the negative impact of nickel mining and refining. CRI recommends that there be a grievance mechanism involving indigenous people and relevant civil society groups. This mechanism is crucial to investigate and resolve conflicts.
Companies have obligations to uphold the law. So whether that's upholding human rights, upholding the land rights of local communities, and ensuring that they're not, spewing too much pollution into the environment.
CRI also said that it's not enough if only the smelters are reformed. EV manufacturers must also have strict regulations to ensure responsible raw material sourcing.
And so, one thing that we're asking for electric vehicle companies is they really engage with their suppliers to demand that, there are not these serious human rights violations, and that they're not, sourcing nickel that's produced primarily through coal power.
A collaborative effort from every stakeholder is needed to build a better ecosystem in nickel industry.
Global North countries that are funding Indonesia's energy transition should also, provide Indonesia with resources to help step away from captive coal, including through direct grant funding, not just loans, but by providing direct grants to help Indonesia with this energy transition is really critical.
As consumers, we also have the power to put pressure on EV and nickel companies. We can also question it a little further. Does our nickel have to be used for EVs? Why don't we talk about public transit? What can we do to reduce demand for raw materials in the first place? How can we manage our resources better and more sustainably? Remember, we all can make a difference. Thank you for watching. Kindly follow CGSP social media platform and see you again.